Right, this is take 2 of this video, but what I said in the last one is that I'm really, really excited to be sitting here with these guys, because I've never actually spoken to them before, and they're one of the newest teams, or the newest team to the ETC, because they only started last year. It was the first time they came to compete. So guys, Team Singapore, how did you find the ETC in general?
It's been brilliant. We've got a good population of guys wanting to come to ETC. For Warhammer Fantasy, the ETC is the default standard for Singapore, China, Malaysia, wherever you find in Asia. We play ETC all the time. We don't play regular Warhammer now.
Would you say that gaming in your country is quite competitive?
I would say so. It will take time for us to basically disseminate this ETC format to the rest. What we have done is that we have influenced the bulk of our community and also some of our neighboring country into adopting ETC. I think they find that the game balance is better. And the other thing is that we also implemented team tournament. Team tournament allow the younger player to participate in tournament without fear of like getting massacred, and therefore improve the gameplay and also I think the team cohesion. So generally I think that the game level is improved as well as the competitiveness of our team.
Do you enjoy coming to these events? Because obviously for me, going to a country that doesn't speak my language, but then I'm being asked to speak in another language that isn't my first language as a common tongue, is that quite difficult?
Okay, for us in Singapore, our primary language is actually English, so we don't have a problem communicating with a lot of the players here. But I think the good thing about coming to ETC is that we play with people of different countries, and actually that's what we like. Playing with all the different countries give us the feeling of how different countries play it, and we get to have this exchange, which I think is very healthy. When we bring this back to Singapore, everybody is like, oh, you've managed to play with different countries and you have different experiences. It's like having a tour, you know, with Warhammer. Yeah.
I like it. That sounds awesome. So, being the captain, are you responsible for selecting the people and helping create the lists, or how does that process begin?
I wield the cane. So if they don't perform well, I give it to them. There's tough love in our part of the world, yeah? Absolutely. So I pick the players, they pick their armies. If they don't perform, they get it from me. That's all. Yeah.
Are there many people that want to be on your team? Have you got like a big waiting list?
Team of 8, probably about 15 guys. So not too bad, not too bad.
No, that's good. Make it quite competitive, and then people will fight to get their place. That's good. So what armies have you brought this year with you?
We have with us Lizardman, correct me if I'm wrong, Dark Elf, we have Vampire Counts, Chaos Dwarf, we have Daemon, Bretonnians, and say again? Warriors, yes. I think that's yeah, I think that's it. Yes. So the problem with our community is that we are not in proximity with the players in Europe. I think that's the main action. We just heard from other teams like for High Book, since it was released in May, they have 200 games. I think that's a combined total of all the games that we have played. They still, I think we are a long way to go, but we are slowly moving forward.
Do you think this environment is too competitive for Warhammer, or do you like the competitive nature of it?
We are by nature competitive. In Singapore, we play to clear the table. So we are not used to playing for points, because for us it's all or nothing. So I think in this ETC format, it's not really, we're getting used to it, you know, how to withdraw, conserve points, go for small points. In Singapore, it's all out massacres. It's not competitive. That depends on who you play. We play the Germans in the morning, that's competitive. The Northern Irish, we love those guys. Yeah, you wouldn't say they're German competitive level, right? So yeah, it's a good mix here.
So how are you doing as a team so far? Are you slaughtering all of your opponents?
I think my captain has said that we had a tough match in the morning, and I think we have an enjoyable match in the afternoon. So we're doing all right. I think we are somewhere in the middle. So yeah, I think we're doing all right. as a team, we are loving it right now. I think the new players that has joined us this year, they are enjoying ETC. So I think all in all, it's quite okay.
Fantastic. Who do you think are going to be some of the teams to watch that are going to be up there and possibly walk away with a trophy?
Well, I have read the post by Furon. Okay, so we are one of the contender. We are the silent assassin. Well, I think the usual, I think more or less are over there. I think we more or less agree with what Furon said. Yes. I think.
No, that's cool. Have you learnt anything so far in the games that is going to change maybe the way that you do your pairings or how you're going to play your games?
Some of our army lists need to be tweaked because we've never encountered certain combinations in our part of the world. In terms of pairing, we have our own method of pairing. It's very different from the European method. And after last year, we've learned the European method and we are testing our own method this year. So far, not too bad. But we won't tell you how.
Okay, but don't give me any secrets. No, fair enough. So this event, do you think it's quite well run?
Yeah, we've been to 2 ETCs already, and I would like to say that the place that we are in this year, the organization is much better. The place is also cooler, and there's more space. So I think it's much better this year as compared to last year. But we've only been to 2 years, so that's all we can do.
No, of course. So do you think by coming to these events, you may make the game 40K as well more popular in Singapore, so more people will want to come and play?
For sure. We keep our community updated with the progress of every round via Facebook, via WhatsApp. So these guys are right now it's about 4 a.m. in Singapore, but they are awake. They are watching us, and when we told them we're playing Germany first round, I think a lot of guys woke up straight away. Yeah. So yeah, it's very good for the community in general.
That's good. And a lot of our blogs and podcasts go all around the world as well. And that really, really surprises me that there is this kind of excitement for a game that created in my hometown. I'm from Nottingham. That's where Games Workshop's head office is.
My guys listen to your podcast.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yes. There you go.
When Ben said that the top 5 armies includes an Australian army that comes tunnels and 2 million cents, we were like, yeah, right, is it been drinking a bit too much, you know what I mean? Yeah, but so we are big fans of your podcast as well.
Well, thank you very much. It's an absolute pleasure to chat to you, and I really, really hope you do well. But other than you obviously coming top, who do you think are going to be another team that is going to be up there in the top 3? Other than you?
I think in our opinion, the top 3 teams that we feel will probably be a team like Poland. They are very good and they have a very powerful community. Germany, which we played and we had a very tough game with them. Definitely one of the top few. And I think the Swedish team is also quite strong this year. So probably these 3.
Yeah, that's cool. Do you agree with that?
I think Sweden will win. Full stop. Go Sweden. Go Sweden.
Go Sweden. Awesome. Well, thank you very, very much, guys, and best of luck as well. Cheers.